The Whitworth Hall, with seating for over 1,000, is used for large gatherings and university ceremonials, such as the conferment of degrees. The degree ceremony opens with a procession led by 2 students carrying wands with lictors' badges. These badges were presented to the university in 1926 by Thomas Brown and Sons. The serpent is the crest of the Duke of Devonshire, the first president of Owens College. The rising sun is pure symbolism for growing enlightenment, leading to the Latin inscription Arduus ad solem, striving to the sun. An alternative northern translation might be, you don't get out for nout. The Latin inscription on the other badge is Honestas optima politia. Honesty is the best policy. The group following the leaders consists of representatives from the Committee of Convocation, teaching and administrative staff of the university, and heads of halls of residence. Convocation is the body of university graduates and current academic staff. A second group, led by student stewards carrying wands, follows with representatives from Court, the supreme governing body of the university, and Senate, the academic body responsible for exams, teaching and research. Also in this group are the academics who will present the graduands for their awards. Next in the procession comes a student bearing the mace, which is made of solid silver. The main body of the head is decorated in applied gold, with the arms of the university. Of the former Victoria University, Owens College Manchester, University College Liverpool and Yorkshire College Leeds, and the City of Manchester. Busy bees, a feature of the crest of the Manchester City Arms, and the double rose, representing the Union of Lancaster and York, are also applied in gold. The serpent from the Duke of Devonshire's arms completes Mr. Leslie Durbin's design of the mace. The mace bearer leads the Vice-Chancellor, or one of the Pro-Vice-Chancellors, who is the presiding officer of the ceremony and who will present the degrees on behalf of the university. The procession is completed by the registrar, or his representative. All the students taking part in the procession are volunteers from the university student body. The ceremony closes with the Latin quotation Salva sit universitas, nostra Mancuniensis, hoc precantis consugamus, which translates to, Long live our University of Manchester. So saying, let us stand.
Ladies and gentlemen and graduands, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony for the conferment of degrees. For those of you waiting to receive your degrees, it's a very important day, because it's a day when we give public recognition to the effort, the commitment, and the determination that have brought you academic success. The splendid gowns and different coloured silk hoods that you are wearing are visible symbols of your achievement in a wide range of disciplines in the arts and in science and engineering. Many of you who are receiving master's degrees and doctorates will have worked for a very long time to complete your degrees. Those of you who've had to cope with the demands of both employment and part-time study have probably wondered on a number of occasions whether you would ever get to the point when you'd be able to assemble the final version of your thesis and deliver it to the binders. In some cases, your supervisor, family, and friends will have wondered that too. But you have, and that's why we're all here today, to celebrate with you. A large number of you have just completed postgraduate study in a range of disciplines in science and engineering. You probably know that the government's white paper on science and its technology foresight programme highlight the importance of science, both pure and applied, for the national economy and for the well-being of society. A university like Manchester, with its large and integrated Faculty of Science and Engineering, is well placed to be at the forefront of new scientific initiatives. As graduate students, you have developed a specialist expertise, and you've acquired those skills of research and scientific inquiry which will enable you to play a key role in the future. Those of you who've come from overseas to study here will be taking home with you knowledge, skill, and understanding which you will be able to use for the benefit of your own societies and peoples. Some of you have completed postgraduate study in the Faculty of Arts. You will see from your programme that this year the candidates for these degrees are for the first time being presented by the Research and Graduate Dean of the faculty. The creation of the Office of Research and Graduate Dean is a recent development within the university, which reflects the increasing importance we attach to all levels of postgraduate study. The Research and Graduate Deans are heads of the newly founded research and graduate schools, of which there are currently 4 within the university, in arts, economics, social sciences and law, education, and science, engineering, and medicine. As knowledge develops and subjects become ever more specialised, there is an increasing need for advanced courses beyond the level of the first bachelor's degree. At the same time, doctoral research is not something that people can easily embark on without some further training after the bachelor's degree. One of the aims of our research and graduate schools, therefore, is to provide a context in which new advanced courses can be coordinated and developed as knowledge expands and as the university strives to meet new external needs. There is another structural change which makes today an important day in the history of the university. This is the first degree ceremony attended by students and staff of Stockport College of Further and Higher Education since it attained its status as our newest university college. For many years, Stockport College was affiliated to the University of Manchester. As a mark of the increasingly close ties and academic cooperation between the two institutions, that relationship of affiliation, a long engagement if you like, became a marriage, with the attendant change of name to University College at the beginning of this academic year. So it is a particular pleasure to have you all here on this campus today, and I should like to extend a special welcome to the college presenter, Mr. Ralph Barnett. Today's ceremony has a dual focus. It is a university celebration, because today you join that vast body of people throughout the world who are graduates of the University of Manchester. Those of us who work in the university are very conscious that the university is not its buildings, splendid though some of them, like this Whitworth Hall, are. Rather, it's its collective endeavour, its traditions and its vision, its scholars past and present. We recognise the role of our graduates within the wider university by having an alumni association, which you are all warmly invited to join. In this country, there are branches in Manchester, London, and elsewhere. The international standing of the university is reflected in the fact that we have overseas alumni associations too, in countries as far apart as Greece and Singapore. At the beginning of this academic year, the Vice-Chancellor visited Southeast Asia, where he was able to meet former students of the university in a number of overseas branches of our Alumni Association. And only last month, our academic secretary was setting up new branches in Canada and the United States. Every May, the association produces a magazine called Manchester Graduate, which contains articles about former students, as well as information about events and reunions. Many of you will have been fortunate enough to make good friendships while you have been here in Manchester. Joining the Alumni Association is one way to keep in touch after you graduate. I've said that this is a university celebration, and we mark that with due pomp and ceremony, with organ music and mace bearer, with a stately procession and the full panoply of academic dress. But it is an individual celebration too. For that reason, each of you is presented individually by name. That's quite different from some degree ceremonies, where students are processed in batches of 5 or more. There the focus is on the class of 95, rather than on individual achievement. As I shake hands with you and congratulate you individually, you will receive the recognition of applause from those who have taught you and from family, friends, and partners who have encouraged and sustained you. And that leads me to say a word to those of you who are our guests here today. By your encouragement, support, and understanding, you have contributed substantially to the achievement of our graduands. Postgraduate research, particularly, often produces in the student a sense of isolation, of ploughing a lonely furrow. Also, because the timescale is long and the direction of the work may shift and change, it's not unusual for research students to find it hard to see how, and indeed whether, they will ever present a satisfactory thesis. By reading the acknowledgements of countless theses, I've come to the conclusion that a sense of indebtedness to family or friends is the norm rather than the exception. Certainly, the acknowledgement is often the most heartfelt part of the whole work. So, as teachers of those who are about to graduate, we too are grateful for the support you have given them. And now, graduands, as we come to the presentation of the degrees you've worked for so long, I know that my colleagues will join with me in offering to all those of you who are here today, and to those who can't be here and who receive their degrees in absentia, the university's warmest congratulations and its best wishes for your future happiness and success.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Science, John Maria Braganza. Denwood Vaughan Griffiths.
Warm congratulations.
Philip Kronberg.
Congratulations, Philip.
Apostolos Vourdas.
Congratulations.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Nunzio Ferranda Bellofiglio.
Nunzio, congratulations.
Francis Brill.
Congratulations. Sealer.
Rosalind Brown Grant.
Congratulations, Rosalind.
Arthur Cunningham.
Congratulations, Arthur.
Taif Kamal Al-Azari. Mostyn Wade Jones. Gillian Speak. Gillian Speak.
Congratulations, Gillian.
Bronwyn Elizabeth. Deborah May Wilson. Deborah May Wilson.
Congratulations, Deborah.
Idris bin Zakaria. Helen Maya Zephyr.
Congratulations.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Saad Ali Al-Qahtani.
Congratulations. Well done.
Michael Charles Andrews.
Congratulations, Michael.
Martin John Ashcroft.
Congratulations, Martin.
Benam Azveen.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sheila John Baines.
Well done.
Charles Allen Bendall.
Congratulations.
Timothy David Cleaver Bevan.
Congratulations, Timothy.
Paul John Richard Birtwistle.
Well done, Paul. Congratulations.
Graham Edward Blakey.
Congratulations, Paul.
Stephen James Broughton.
Congratulations, Stephen.
David John Carlyle.
Well done, David. Congratulations.
Richard Nsa Chong Wayne.
Congratulations.
Robert Edward Combley.
Congratulations.
Jeremy Charles Conway. Susan Davies.
Congratulations,
Michael
Susan.
Draper.
Michael, congratulations.
Peter Robert Emmett.
Congratulations, Peter.
Anthony Fitzpatrick.
Well done, Anthony.
Ian David Flintoft.
Congratulations.
Chin Ping Fung.
Congratulations.
Richard William Grime.
Congratulations, Richard.
Lee Shu Guo.
Congratulations, well done.
John Godward.
Congratulations, John.
Julian Grigg.
Congratulations, Julian.
Raju Gurung.
Congratulations.
Simon Christopher Guscott.
Congratulations, Simon.
Judith Ann Hargreaves.
Judith, well done.
Anne Elizabeth Hodgson.
Congratulations, Anne.
Clive Holmes.
Congratulations, Clive.
Simon Brent Jimison.
Well done, Simon.
Stephen John Jones.
Congratulations,
Jonathan
Stephen.
Laurie.
Congratulations.
Yagang Lee.
Well done. Congratulations.
David McKenney.
Congratulations, David.
Robert John Maguire.
Well done, Robert.
Nazia Majid.
Congratulations, Nadia.
Peter Dean Moore.
Congratulations, Peter.
Andrew James Mullender.
Congratulations, Andrew.
Loretta Mary Murphy.
Well done, Loretta.
Joanna Newton.
Congratulations, Joanna.
Juliana Orogo Obi.
Congratulations, Juliana.
Siakon Peng.
Congratulations.
Ian Warwick Phillips.
Well done, Ian.
Dorian Pierre.
Congratulations, Dorian.
Gerald Augustine Parr.
Congratulations, Gerald.
Andrew Roberts.
Andrew, congratulations.
John Peter Rowe.
Congratulations.
David Rushall.
Well done, David.
Robert Anthony Sarin.
Congratulations, David.
Nunzio Shemeta.
Congratulations.
Julian Richard Seward.
Congratulations, Julian.
Setnam Lal Shimar. Stephen Shuttleworth. James Semple Small.
Congratulations, James.
Peter Mark Smith.
Congratulations, Peter.
Stephen James Stanway.
Well done, Stephen.
Nicola Jane Steed.
Congratulations, Nicola.
John Peter Swinney.
Congratulations, John.
Amir Hushang Kaifar.
Congratulations.
Elizabeth Jane Walker.
Congratulations, Elizabeth.
John Finbar Walsh.
Congratulations, George.
Timothy Michael Watkinson.
Congratulations, Congratulations, Timothy.
Alison Elizabeth Wright.
Congratulations, Alison.
Quen Yang.
Congratulations.
And Zheng Zheng.
Congratulations.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in the Faculty of Arts, Janet Adel M.
Congratulations, Janet.
And for the degree of Master of Music, Timothy Douglas Coker.
Congratulations, Timothy.
And for the degree of Master of Philosophy in the Faculty of Arts, Jane Edsbury Griffiths.
Congratulations, Jane.
Gary Austin Lawson.
Congratulations.
Anna Maureen Lewis.
Congratulations.
Nicoletta McGowan.
Okay, well done.
Ulla Mannering.
Congratulations.
Andrew William Percival.
Congratulations, Andrew.
Loredana Teresi.
Alexander, congratulations.
And for the degree of Master of Town Planning, Lucy Caroline Green.
Congratulations, Lucy.
Barry James Hersey.
Congratulations, Barry.
Robin Hickman.
Congratulations, Robin.
Jonathan Charles Krause.
Congratulations, Jonathan.
Catherine Elizabeth Littlehales.
Congratulations, Catherine.
Charles Philip Lomas.
Congratulations, Charles.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Science, Thayer Abid.
Congratulations.
Tariq Ahmad.
Tariq, congratulations.
Mohammed Ganjar Ali.
Congratulations.
Stephen Anderson.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Nicholas Garside Ballerini.
Congratulations, Nicholas.
Anthony David Bentham.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Timothy Dalton Bevis.
Congratulations, Timothy.
Kwei Bochwe.
Congratulations.
Peter Clifton Brooks.
Congratulations, Peter.
Jeremy Charles Bullock.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Matthew John Butler.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Florent Charpin.
Congratulations.
Marcus James Coles.
Well done, Marcus.
Elizabeth Ann Corbett.
Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Jamie Anthony John Darby.
Congratulations, Jamie.
Justin Michael Davies.
Congratulations, Dustin.
Alistair Fergus Sears Delvin.
Alistair, well done.
Farag Hamad Farag El Burki.
Congratulations.
Zia Emin. Kieran Gerald Flanagan.
Congratulations.
Lasse Forsbacher.
Congratulations.
John Garrett.
Congratulations, John.
Philip Simon Gilbert.
Congratulations, Philip.
Muriel Hazan.
Congratulations, Muriel.
Muhammad Inam.
Congratulations.
Sean Jesson.
Congratulations, Sean.
Harjit Singh Johal.
Congratulations.
Thomas Charles Johnson.
Thomas, congratulations.
Stephen John Jones.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Robert Kelly.
Congratulations, Robert.
Louis Corner.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Michael Croker.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Hong Liang.
Congratulations.
David Loynes.
Congratulations, David.
Tuo Fu Lu.
Congratulations.
Rizwan Asgar Moman.
Congratulations.
Desmond John Morris. Vera Moang Sin. Adriana Gabriela Negoescu.
Congratulations.
Gary Kwok Chu Ng.
Congratulations.
Connor Andrew Nixon.
Congratulations, Connor.
Michael Christopher Nixon.
Congratulations, Michael.
David Robert Parker.
Congratulations, David.
Narinder Kaur Poar.
Congratulations.
Habitsur Raman.
Congratulations.
Ian David Renshaw.
Congratulations.
Colin Andrew Rigby.
Congratulations.
Tronada Ritvirula.
Congratulations.
Simon Matthew Rohrer.
Well done, Simon.
Marcus Simon Saigar.
Congratulations, Marcus.
Carl David Soar.
Congratulations, Carl.
Elena Solomu.
Congratulations,
David
Elena.
John Richard Taylor.
Smart
Mark
Brandon.
Andrew Stearman.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Mark.
Kevin Kingsley Thomas.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Sona Jane Toolman.
Congratulations.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Professional Studies, Learning Difficulties, Susan Molesworth.
Congratulations, Susan.
Christopher Tracy.
Congratulations, Christopher.
Andrea Barber.
Congratulations, Andrea.
Lynn Joan Durans.
Congratulations, Lynn.
Lisa Edwards.
Congratulations, Lisa.
Stuart Richardson.
Congratulations, Stuart.
Philip Burrows.
Congratulations, Philip.
Catherine Jane Cheesewright.
Congratulations, Catherine.
Margaret Mary Fazackerley.
Congratulations, Margaret.
Lois James.
Yes, well done.
Anthony Meller.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Bronwyn Rees Thonga.
Congratulations, Brendan.
Irene Margaret Andel.
Congratulations, Irene.
Tracy Josephine Cooney.
Congratulations, Tracy.
Susan Dodd.
Congratulations, Susan.
Sally Ann Hankey.
Congratulations, Sally.
And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Mechanical Engineering, Leonard Earp.
Congratulations, Leonard.
Paul Kevin Copeland.
Congratulations, Paul.
Gary Dyson.
Congratulations, Gary.
Andrew Brian Holcroft.
Congratulations, Andrew.
David Leslie Barnfield.
Congratulations, David.
David Nigel Goward.
Congratulations, Margaret.
Jeffrey Bradman Platt.
Congratulations, Jeffrey.
Francis Graham Reed.
Congratulations, Francis.
Anthony Brendan Stevens.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Philip Keith Tootle.
Congratulations, Philip.
Peter Waters.
Congratulations, Peter.
And for the degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in Chemistry, Jill Mayer Ogden.
Congratulations, Jill.
Catherine Howe.
Congratulations, Catherine.
Gail Bench.
Congratulations, Gail.
And Tracy Jane Bent.
Congratulations, Tracy. salva sit universitas nostra Mancuniensis, hoc precantes consurgamus.
So now you're leaving the university and going out into the world. All of us in the university wish you the very best of luck. We're sure that you'll do really well. When you graduate, as you've just done, you automatically join a body of graduates called Convocation. Through Convocation and through the programme of events organised by the alumni officer, you'll be able to keep in touch with us and, we hope, share with us news of your progress. From time to time, the university publishes Manchester Graduate, which will tell you what's happening within the university, what's new, what's going on, how we're changing, how we're keeping up with the times, and how some of your contemporaries are faring. Now more than ever, one of the most important parts of the university consists of its graduates, taking forward the name of the university along with their own achievements in every country of the world. Do keep in touch with your colleagues and your teachers, with your hall or with your department. We value that link, and we hope you will too. And now the world awaits you. We wish you every success and happiness in the years ahead.